Good afternoon, everyone. We're here today to dedicate New Engine 2 at Station 2. And I'd like to welcome all the guests, Mayor Broderick, Chief Mike Lee, and members of the Board of Works, Mr. Sims, Mr. Kiesling, our Controller, Mr. Whittam, Mr. Pascal from Waste Management, and Ken Delapese from the Anderson newspaper. At this time, I'll turn it over to Mayor Broderick.
Well, thank you, Chief, and thank you for letting us break you away from your duties for a few minutes. Very proud to be here today. We are, as the Chief said, dedicating this new truck. This will make, I don't even know how many there's been now, but we basically replaced every major apparatus that we have, the Anderson Fire Department, in the last 8 years. The only really major piece of equipment that we didn't replace is the ladder truck. It runs a lot less frequently than these do, and of course the costs on those have escalated a great deal, so we try to save those. But it is very important on these trucks that run constantly that we have great equipment. We have great officers that work hard every day to help keep us all safe. Thank you guys for everything you do. Of course, we not only run our EMS services, we also run our basic life services as well as our advanced life. And then, of course, these trucks here help not only with fires that we have, but also help back up our EMT folks. So with that, let me just say thank you again and pass it off to the Chief. I know he wants to tell a little bit about the history, a little bit of how we got this truck, the cost of it. The cost of these things is quite a bit, and so the one we're replacing, I think, is 12 years old. So getting close to near the end of its useful life. So we're so happy we're able to do this. So Chief, go ahead and take over.
Sure. Some of the history of Station 2 and Engine 2. The very first station, Engine 2, opened up in 1893, August 1st. And the first fire run for Engine 2 was August 9th when Box 13 was busted at 13th and Delaware. And then it was Dr. Frank's house on 332 West 11th Street. That was the very first fire ever recorded in any of our fire books. So a lot of tradition on the Engine 2. As the mayor spoke, it was a $500,000 truck. It took us about 18 months to get. It provides over 1,600 calls a year. Also want to take time to thank Chief Cawthorn and Chief Moore for their work and dedication and getting their truck ready and going through the process for us. Today we will symbolize the old tradition of the horse and pumps, as we will wash down the horses and the pumps to the back end. We'll simulate it with a new truck that will wet it down and simulate pushing it in and dedicate the new truck in. So at this point, I'll turn it back over to the mayor to close.
Okay, well, again, I just want to say thank you for all of you coming, but I particularly want to say thank you to all of our firefighters. Thank you guys very much for your dedicated service. As you know, we're working hard to try to continue to build up our complement. We're working hard at trying to have an alternative to lessen the runs that you guys have, particularly as it centers around the medic runs. And so we're working on plans on that. I will tell you, we did just apply for the SAFER grant, which would allow us to receive additional firefighters that would be paid for through the federal government for at least the first 3 years. And so we've dedicated ourselves to picking those guys up once they get hired, guys and gals, get picked up after that SAFER grant runs out. And so we've got the funds set aside to be able to do that as we move into the future. So your complement will be growing. Hopefully that will assist you in taking some pressures off that you have every day and allowing you to continue to be very efficient. So thank you again for all your service.
At this time, I'll turn it over to Captain Venata, and we'll get the truck wetted down, and the sergeant of the truck can start the truck up.
Bye.